Hello YouTube. Last follow-up on the solar system 12 volt. This is just an update. Finally have everything installed in the new shed. As you can see, all the wiring is cleaned up or hidden, as well as two new additions. One being another 1500 watt Tiger Claw pure sine wave inverter, which is the one right here, the labeling being upside down or backwards. And then a wagon, their Pure Line 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter. Now the reason behind this is the Samlex 12 volts 2000 watt pure sine wave inverters that you've seen in my previous videos. Those was a good power inverters, but they was a little more sensitive to voltage, which in turn is what I'm saying is if there was a sudden drop or rise in voltage, they wouldn't perform as well. So I removed them out of the system, as well as when researching, found that this one was a better inverter than the Samlex, as well as more added features. As you can see, there's 3 outlets, which is GFCI as well, built in, and a USB 2.1 amp input, as well as remote control input. With an added feature to this one is I can hardwire it rather than using plug-ins for direct feed for electricity. So I currently went with this one, as well as reevaluated my power that I was needing for my home, and went with another Tiger Claw 1500 watt. As you've seen in previous videos, I always say the backup for the backup for the backup. You can see the fuse blocks for the power inverters, as well as I still have the grid tie power inverters from eBay, going on either 3 years or 4 years now, with the one with the paint kind of removed off of it, but still running as normal, as well as their newest one that they came out with maybe 2 years ago. Now to the Morningstar TriStars MPPs, the 245s, which is this one, as well as this one, and then the 60 amp MPPT solar charge controller. So they're already connected and linked into the meter hub, as you can see right here from the previous videos, as well as the relay driver to operate several different functions, as far as when to cut on the grid tie inverters at a certain voltage, cutting on the RV 45 amp 12 volt power converter, which is actually connected to the relay, the Morningstar, as well as I still have one opening slot if I wanted to add a generator to the system. Currently I use the grid as the backup to do recharges on the system. But if the grid goes down, now the new battery box. Now this is the main battery box, as well as, excuse the plants, the secondary battery box. A whole lot of more room and space. for the solar system setup, as well as to go in more detail. The fusing for the TriStars is this Midnight Solar Big Baby Box. Now, as you can see from on the right, I did a cutout to add 2 more breakers because the Midnight Solar Box only comes for space for 2 of them. But I have 3 TriStars. So all 3 TriStars are connected into the Midnight Big Baby Box, as well as if I wanted to add 2 more breakers, I can by just cutting out the space for them, because I added an additional DIN rail inside the baby box in order for be able to put the circuit breakers on there. Currently, the system is running everything 24 hours a day, unless there is several days of stormy weather. Currently, I have 12.7 volts on the main battery bank, and then on the secondary battery bank, it's currently sitting at 13.7, 13.8 volts. Cleaned up, more space, more efficient now. I still have the MPPT 500 BC products, solar charge controllers, but soon to be able, hopefully, to get rid of them and go completely Morningstar. Morningstar is simple and efficient. You may have to add attachments to it other than like the other brands, but as far as no fans, can handle any type of climate, and a proven strong solar charge controller. So this is just the new layout of the power shed and the follow-up video. I hope you enjoy and have a good day. And please subscribe.